Welcome back to the Team Dorling Football Shirt channel. It's been over a month now since I moved house, which has been a month of organising, unpacking, fixing issues, discovering problems. Today, for instance, I nearly flooded the house. So, you know, I've really been working hard to make this house the way we want it. The football shirt room, of course, included in that, has made some progress. So I thought I'd record a quick video to show you guys how it's progressing and how my football shirt heaven, man cave, whatever you want to call it, is progressing from last week. So join me as we have a quick look around. I've got a couple of new shirts as well and some old discoveries that have appeared, so we'll have a look through all that too. So yeah, let's get on with the video. Okay, if we have a look over this side of the room, you see there's been a couple of changes over here. For instance, we have a cat, not permanent, but he comes and goes. Mega Rail remains in place. Hasn't tried to kill me for a second time. The straps that I put in place had done a good job keeping it stable. A couple of new shirts on there. But all in all, I'm quite happy with how that's turned out. And there's space for more shirts, which is the main thing. The big addition on this side of the room, of course, is the heat press table. So I got the heat press back in action. Rather self-indulgently, the first thing that I pressed in the new house was my logo onto a tablecloth. So make of that what you will. Classic workbench, really, nice and easy put together, and with space underneath for my printing supplies and the mini fridge. I would like to say beer fridge, but I'm old and boring now, so if anything goes in there, it will be non-alcoholic, or it will be tonic for the wife's gin. So that's that side of the room. We're working next on probably wall decoration, but there has been some development in that case. So as we can see on this side of the room, TV stand now in place, showing some strategic 90s Serie A, so I look cool and edgy and trendy. I've also managed to get a couple of my framed shirts onto the wall. So this is the signed Cristiano Ronaldo shirt, which my granddad very kindly gave me as a gift. And on this wall here, depending on whether or not the tripod will track me, through the visage of the printing press, you will see the signed Neymar Barcelona shirt. Also a gift from my granddad, very generous of him. So they're on the wall now, and hopefully that's where they'll stay. Side note, I think the walls of this room are built out of granite. It is impossible to get anything in them without a masonry drill, which means hopefully that's very secure. What you also may have noticed is we have the new photo setup. So in the previous place, as some of you may have seen, I used to take my photos with a world map background. It was a world map that me and the wife used to track where we've been around the world. That has yet to find a new home in this house, and I think it's likely that it won't be in here. So we've got a new setup here featuring one of my new arrivals, which is this Sampdoria home shirt from last year, very nice. And it's a place to display some of the scarves that I've collected over the years without having to put holes in the wall, which makes life a bit easier. So it's I think it's called a blanket rail. I didn't know such a thing existed. But I think it looks okay. So new photos set up, photos in the future will all be done from there. That's pretty much it really with the progression for the football shirt room. Got a lot of photos, artwork and stuff to go on the walls, but I'm still figuring out exactly where I want it to go. The fact that we've got a curved wall obviously means hanging photos up is going to be difficult, so it's going to be posters. I think I've got one poster on the way. It's an original 1982 poster for the World Cup in Spain, so that'll look good on here somewhere, but just need to figure out what I'm going to do with that space. Hidden away in the cupboard as well is my driving rig for the PlayStation, so I can still do a little bit of that, but there's enough space in there to keep it out of the way, keep it clean. So yeah, that is the state of the football shirt room at the moment. I'm really happy with it so far. I think a couple more bits and pieces in here, maybe an armchair or something like that, so a bit more of a group setting, so we can use it for movies, that kind of thing as well, get a few more people in here for video game nights and stuff like that. I think it'd be really cool. But yeah, the next stage will be to figure out a way to get some of the artwork and some of the various bits of football memorabilia on the wall to really make it feel like a shirt room. I think lighting as well, this light above my head, a bit harsh, and also very dated. I'm not really sure that the right aesthetic for this room is daisy lampshades, so figure out something different there. Some cool lamps, might get some neons or something like that, certainly some uplighters, but I think yeah, it's looking pretty good. 18 months or so I'll no longer be working from home, so this space over here where we have the work desk will be empty as well. So I think some kind of unit, some kind of storage system along this wall with a TV behind it, I think will look good. So that's the football shirt room. Essentially, we have made some progress. It's a very livable space now, and I can continue with my football shirt printing as and when time allows. There you go. That's an example of the light fitting. Like I said, a bit dated, not really my style. We'll find something else that will fit up there. However, there have been some additions to the collection. I did mention that earlier. Firstly, of course, this 24-25 Sampdoria home shirt, which got off Classic Football Shirts weekly deal. Didn't have a Sampdoria shirt in the collection, and I think you know, they're pretty iconic Sampdoria shirts. They don't really mess with the design, they don't really change it, but I think everyone should have at least one Sampdoria shirt in their collection. As you know, big fan of Macron, and that would just hit the spot. There are a lot of awesome shirts, you know, from the 90s and 2000s for Sampdoria, but that's a very budget-friendly option for a person who has just moved house. A couple more shorts to show you, a couple more shirts to show you, even no shorts. But we'll save some of them for later episodes. What I will show though is a development from my brother. So he's just buying his own house as well. So he's been up into the loft at my parents' house to have a look at some of his belongings up there, and he found some of mine, which I forgot that I had. Now, I haven't prepared for this video by looking at the year of these shirts, so I'm gonna be completely clueless about what year these shirts are from. All I remember is they're from my youth. So one of the first shirts I remember having is an Arsenal shirt with this classic lightning bolt number. You know, screams Dennis Bergkamp and Ian Wright to me. Child size, you know, so it's not a wearer, but it's something nice to have from the past. And considering I was a child wearing this, it's not completely destroyed. It's looking okay. But yeah, I remember asking for that for my birthday one year, and I think I had a full strip to go with this at the time. I was the cool guy at football training with my full Arsenal kit. May or may not be true. You also found this up here. So I don't collect football shirts from goalkeepers, but something about this shirt back in the day I really liked, so I have it. Classic David Seaman number with the big chunky padded elbows. I had no desire to be a goalkeeper. I was a goalie later on in my career when I was too injured to run around, but yeah, I had wondered where this had disappeared to, and yeah, it was up in the loft with the others. Still yet to find my mid-90s Crystal Palace shirt from up there, but yeah, but this, beautiful. I mean, it's really good. Again, considering I was a child or young adult wearing this, it's not completely destroyed. I mean, you think about this and what the goalies wear. The goalies wear outfield shirts now. This thing is so thick. You must have felt like a tank wearing this, you know, untouchable. But yeah, nice shirt, nice memory to have. And I don't know what mum and dad had done to the loft, but it's preserved these shirts very nicely. They don't smell bad or anything. And then finally, this one, which again is another sort of classic Ian Wright there's Bergkamp era Arsenal shirt, and it's, you know, that phase where we had the Gunners on the back, which largely intact, but again, considering at that age I had no interest in being a proper football shirt collector. I had no idea about how to look after shirts, and neither did my mum, who was, you know, the one doing my washing as a child. It's turned out all right, that. So yeah, again, child size, but just a really nice thing to have in the collection, a nice memory from when I was younger. It's really cool to find stuff like this. I do have to go home and get in the loft at some point myself, now that I've moved into a house with significantly more storage than the last house. I think my parents will be wanting me to go up there and make some space for them. Also, I found my last day of high school shirt up there as well, with classic messages on it, such as "Hello Butt Munch," which is a proper early 2000s, late 90s insult I haven't heard for a while. So cheers for that, Joe. So yeah, that's it. That's the update for the football shirt room as we are. So, you know, progress has been made. Progress is continuing to be made, but it's a nice chill space at the moment. Been able to watch a couple of movies in here, watch a couple of live football games in here. Very comfortable place to do it, and it's exactly what I wanted this room to be. So yeah, just a case now of finding a space for all of my knickknacks and football trivia, which is the fun part, isn't it? Making it look like you want it to. So yeah, it's going to be an awesome space. And you know, I've got another rail over there, which you probably saw as I was walking around. So I've got loads more storage for football shirts. And again, when I move all of my clothes from there into the main bedroom, when that's finished, you know, without telling the wife, I think that my total shirt capacity, if I was to keep collecting until I die, I could probably fit 2,000 shirts in here if I really wanted to, you know, proper space. So yeah, that's it. That's my video for this week. I've got a couple of new shirts, which I'll probably show you guys next week. But again, we're looking for the budget-friendly options at the moment. No brand new 85 plus quid shirts being added to the collection at the moment. Just adjusting to the new world. When you double the size of your house and you start paying for a mortgage, which I wasn't in the old house, your financial situation does change a little bit. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. If you got any suggestions about the layout of the room, if you think anything could be different, then let me know. But I'm pretty happy with it at the moment, especially now we've fixed the heating and my radiator is not stuck on, because that was quite unbearable. So yeah, it is a well ventilated, appropriate temperature room in which I can enjoy my football shirts and maybe a bit of PlayStation and TV. So until next time, thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you in, I don't know, a week and a half, whenever I get around to it. Thanks for watching.